Shalom, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh, honor and praises to Yahweh, the God of Israel, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. After that, I'm going to give honor to the elders of Israel and all those that labors in the truth. Saying that, understand this, that the Bible basically is a political book, okay? And its prophecies of Yahweh are political, okay? What political means relates to governments or public affairs to a country, okay? And the Bible speaks about two governmental systems. One governmental system is going to rule before his return. In fact, let's open up to the book of Daniel, the 7th chapter, verse 23. Thus he said, the fourth beast shall be the fourth kingdom. Now, when it says the fourth beast, beast is symbolic for government, okay? Shall be the fourth kingdom. Now, what is a kingdom? A kingdom is another political terminology, right? A kingdom is cities and territories that come together, right, to form a kingdom. Now, that kingdom, what we call today, is a country, okay? So that's another political terminology. Kingdom is a country is the kingdom, okay? In fact, let's go to Genesis, the 10th chapter. Let's go to Genesis, the 10th chapter, verse 10. In the beginning of his kingdom, now in the beginning was the starting point of his kingdom, which is the country, which are those cities and territories that come together. And the beginning of his kingdom was Babel. See, Babel is a city, right? So Babel was the beginning, okay, of his kingdom, right? And Babel also means confusion. And Erich, and Akkad, and Calneh in the land of Shinar. Now, in the land of Shinar is what we know as what? Southern Mesopotamia, okay? And Erich and Akkad was the cities that what was the beginning of his kingdom, okay? So these were cities that came together to form one world government. When you go into verse 11, okay, see, so one world government, one world system ain't nothing new. It was here in the beginning, okay, because the beginning of his kingdom was Babel. Beginning of his kingdom was Babel, and Erich, and Akkad, and Calneh in the land of Shinar. And out of that land went forth Asher and built the Nile and the city of Rehoboth and Calah. Okay? See, so one world government ain't nothing new. It was here in the beginning. And it's going to be here in the end, because the Bible speaks about a one world governmental system that's going to rule before his return. Okay? Daniel chapter 7 verse 23. Thus he said, the fourth beast, which is the government, shall be the fourth kingdom, which is the country, political terminology, upon the earth, which shall be diverse from all kingdoms. And I believe that it's talking about America, and America going to put the Antichrist in the power. Okay, because what makes America diverse is because it's democracy. Okay, democracy promotes independence and free will. All right, see, America political system is built on democracy. Okay, and what makes America different from all other nations is that America is built on theocracy. And theocracy is a religious, divine governance system. That's why America is a capitalist country. Okay, because capitalism and theocracy go hand in hand. Okay, because capitalism represents the institution for theocracy. Biblically, they're called the commandments. Okay, it is what it is. But basically, it's the democracy that makes America diverse from all kingdoms. Okay, because from Babylon all the way to the Roman Empire, you have basically a monarchy system. Okay, it is what it is. Let's read that again. Which shall be diverse from all kingdoms, and shall devour the whole earth. And America devoured the whole earth, because why? America go and it spreads democracy. Okay, and democracy is global. It's over there in the third world countries. It's over there in the Arab nations. Okay, it's global. It is what it is. Okay, and shall tread it down and break it in pieces, meaning that America spread democracy. It run up in countries. It sanction countries if we don't do what America say. Okay, that's how America get down. Okay, see, America run up in countries and spread democracy. Okay, and democracy what breaks up a country. Okay, North Korea broke up through democracy. After the Cold War, Taiwan broke off from China through democratic diplomacy. Okay, that thing with Russia and Ukraine, because during the Cold War, democracy crept into Moscow, into Russia, and Russia fell. Okay, the first democratic president of Russia was Yeltsin. Okay, that's his name, Yeltsin, because he was the first democratic president of Russia. Okay, I think in 2008, Putin ran for office again, and he got in office and he killed all that shit. And to this day, Putin's still in the power. Okay, because see, you have to understand, Putin and China, they don't play with democracy, because democracy promotes independence and free will, and they know that democracy is wicked. Okay, that's why you see a lot of countries attack America or don't like America, because America is a democratic country. Okay, it promotes independence and free will. America is the only country where you can come and two men can get married. You can't do that shit over there in the Arab nation, because I seen a video with ISIS pushing motherfuckers off the roof. I mean, talking about homosexual people that practice homosexuality, they have to keep it on the low. They have to keep it undercover, because if ISIS don't find out, it's a wrap. Okay, it is what it is. See, so America is the only kingdom, it's the only country on this planet that's fucked up. You can come in and you can sleep with animals. Hey, it's the Constitution. You got a right. You know, it is what it is. All right. Now let me stop though. Okay, let's read that again. Daniel chapter 7 verse 23. Thus he said, the fourth beast shall be the fourth kingdom upon the earth, which shall be diverse from all kingdoms, and shall devour the whole earth, and tread it down and break it in pieces. And through democracy, it breaks in pieces. Country. America tried that with in Hong Kong a couple years ago, but what happened? Sean Penn ran in there, shut that shit down. Ain't no more democracy. Okay, because see, China and Russia are not no democracy countries. Okay, them are communist countries. All right, it is what it is. That's what makes America diverse. Let's go to Revelations, the 13th chapter, verse 7. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints. And that word said it was given unto him to make war with the saints, because that's the prophecy, because socialism, one world government system is going to rule. Okay, now the saints represents a divine system which is called theocracy. Now theocracy is a threat to bureaucracy, communism and socialism. And the reason being is that theocracy is a religious governing system. Okay, communism, socialism, democracy, they not. Okay, it is what it is. They're not religious systems. They are human rule institutions of slavery. All right, but we're gonna get into a lot of it. Let's read that again. Revelation chapter 13 verse 7. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints and to overcome them. And he is going to overcome the saints, because once America open up, we're going to be in a religious economic system that the Bible speaks about. Okay, when America open up, facial recognition is important. When you open up, everything going to be basically digital now. Okay, it is what it is. See, what happened is that y'all vote for all this technology and all this legislation, but at the end of the day, what it's going to do is going to enslave you. Okay, it is what it is. See, so power was given unto him okay, to make war with the saints. Because the saints, we represents democracy. We represents that governmental system. That's why Nancy Pelosi say when Donald Trump divided America, she wasn't talking about race or skin color. Okay? What Nancy Pelosi was talking about was the government. Because see, you got two forms of government. You have a religious governmental system and you have a philosophical governmental system. Okay, and Donald Trump represents that democracy, that divine governing system. Okay, that's why you see the news link QAnon, conservatives. Why? Because QAnon are Bible believers. Okay, QAnon are Bible believers. Conservatives are Bible believers. They believe in the basic principles. They believe in the commandments. Even though his name is not Jesus, his name is F-Yhwh. But yet, QAnon and conservative believe in the Bible and believe that his name is Jesus. Yet, they understand because the politician that's in office, okay, not only if they part of a secret society and they wicked, okay, but you can see it in the legislation. The whole world right now is basically protesting. You really don't see it too much on the news, but you have to go to the international media outlets. But Canada, Australia, come on, man. Cuba, them finna start the riot. The Haitians done already started. Come on. This one world government system is this world. Actually, I'm gonna say the system, this world that we know, coming to a close. Okay, everything coming to a close. That's why Paul say the time is short. All right, it is what it is. Let's get back into it. See, so the government, the Bible, excuse me, the Bible speaks about a governmental system that's going to come and rule before his return. Revelation chapter 13, verse 7. And power was given over him over all kindreds and tongues and nations. Meaning that by him rising in the power and through diplomacy and legislation, he have power to rule. And that one world governmental system now is what you call the Paris Agreement. That's why I believe that America is another Babylonia. Okay? And it's going to fall. All right? It is what it is. Verse 5. Let's go up to verse 5. And there was given unto him a mouth, speaking great things and blasphemies. And the great things they speak in their speeches, like the State of the Union address, that the presidents and the prime minister be addressing the country. They speak proud of their legislation, because they know that their legislation is not a religious legislation. They already know that their legislation is human rule, slavery. Okay, and they speak proud about that. You heard Jim Psaki all the time. She always speaks proud about how the gas price is going up. She always speaks about how America's suffering. Okay, and that's what y'all getting a taste of, socialism. Okay, understand. See, y'all voting for these legislations and these politicians, but y'all don't have no idea or no understanding of what the fucking game is about. Okay, understand the political game before y'all start to go to voting and supporting legislation that y'all know nothing about, because these people is totally against God, Yahweh. Okay, it is what it is. Okay, and power was given unto him to continue 42 months, and the power was given unto him to continue, and then after those 42 months, the end of the world hits. Okay, it's a fucking wrap. After that, once he ruled, it's a wrap. All right, America will fall. Okay, this world, this system, this planet will come to an end. It will be another Big Bang Theory. Another second Exodus is going to take place. Okay, it is what it is. See, so the Bible speaks about a governmental system that's going to rule before his return, and the Bible also speaks about another governmental system that's on its way here. In fact, let's go to the book of John. Go to the book John, the 18th chapter, verse 36. And Yahweh answered, my kingdom is not of this world. If my kingdom was of this world, then my servants fight that I should not be delivered to the Jews. Meaning that if this modern day time was his kingdom, the world would have ended right then and there in the Garden of Gethsemane. Okay? It is what it is. Okay? But now it's not my kingdom from hence. Pilate therefore said unto him, art thou a king then? Now, that word king is another political terminology. That means prime minister, president, because they're high in position in office. They are a ruler. Okay? Thou art a king then? Yahweh answered, thou sayest that I am a king. To this end I was born, and for this cause I came into this world. Okay? Because he was born, because they were prophesied for him to come and bring a religious, one world governmental system. In fact, let's go to the book of Isaiah, the 9th chapter, verse 6. For unto us a child is born. Now when it says unto us, it's talking about the nation of Israel, because see, understand, Christ, Yahweh birth was a public affair, and it was related to a country which is known as the Israelites. Okay, because Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Nephilim, all these cities come together with their territories to form one nation. And in fact, let me see if I can be able to illustrate something for you. See, so you got Asher here, Nephilim, Zebulon, right? And then you got Issachar. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of these nations come together to form a country, right? See, so you have all 12 nations: Simon, Ephraim, Dan, Reuben, Gad, Judah. All these tribes that come together, cities and territories come together to form the nation of Israel. And that's who Christ is related to. That's who the Bible relates to a nation. All right? A country, a kingdom. Understand? Okay? From henceforth. Isaiah chapter 9 verse 6. For unto us a child is born. Because the nation of Israel, it was prophesied in the writings of Moses. It was prophesied a time before. Okay? And the prophet spoke about it. Unto us a son is given. And the government. And the government. What? And the government. What? The government shall be on his shoulders. And that government, politically, is what you call theocracy. Biblically, they're called the commandments. Okay? Verse 7. Of the increase of his government. In the increase of his government and peace, there shall be no end upon the throne of David. Okay? Meaning that the kids that's in the kingdom, when they only thing that they're gonna know is the commandments, because the commandments going to increase. Okay, it is what it is. All right, let's get let me get to Isaiah 22nd chapter, verse 21. And I will clothe them with thy robe and strengthen him with thy girdle. And that's them garments. And I will commit thy government into his hands. What? I will commit thy government. What? Commit thy government. Thy what? Government into his hands. So what's the government that's going to be on his hands? The government that's going to be on his shoulders is what you call politically theocracy. The Bible is a political book. You understand? Because it relates to governments and public affairs. Okay? It is what it is. All right? And the public affair that it relates to is Yahweh Shai or Christ. Okay? Let's get John. Let's go to John. Oh, Shalaki John, the 18th chapter. We're gonna hold that, and then go and get Matthew, the 27th chapter. We're gonna go back and forth. Okay? And understand that. Okay, see, so the Bible speaks about a governmental system that's going to come, and a governmental system that's going to rule before his return. Okay, now a public affair is Yahweh death and resurrection, because that's political, because that relates to a country. Okay, it relates to a country, and those country or that kingdom is known as the land of Israel. Israel. Okay, understand? Let's go. John chapter 18, verse 28. Then led they Yahweh from Caiaphas unto the hall of judgment, and it was early, and they themselves went not into the judgment hall, lest they be defiled, but that they might eat the Passover. Pilate then went out unto them and said, What accusations you bring against this man? They answered and said unto him, If we were not a malefactor, we would have not delivered him unto thee. Then Pilate said unto them, Take ye him and judge him according to your law. The Jews therefore said unto him, It is not lawful for us to put any man to death, because Yahweh was innocent. Okay? So you couldn't put an innocent man to death. He had to be tried on something and convicted. Okay? It is what it is. Verse 37. Then Pilate entered into the judgment hall again and called Yahweh and said unto him, Thou art king of the Jews? Okay, so let's go to Matthew the 27. So he asked him, Art thou king of the Jews? Matthew 27, verse 12. Let's start at 11. And Yahweh stood before the governor, and the governor asked him, saying, Thou art king of the Jews? And Yahweh said unto him, Thou sayest it. And when he was accused of the chief priests and the elders, he answered nothing. Then said the Pilate unto him, Hearest thou not how many things they witness against thee? He answered him never a word, insomuch that the governor marveled greatly. And why did the governor marvel greatly? Because the governor understood and knew that Yahweh was exercising his constitutional rights. Because you got to understand, Republican is a rule of law. Republican is a control of law. That's why you hear Ron DeSantis, Les Cheney, Mitch McConnell, Ted Cruz. You hear all these people talk about big on law and order, okay? Because Republicans is a rule of law and order, okay? The Roman Empire. The Roman Empire is a Republican empire, and America is a copy of the Roman Empire. Its political system, which composed of a Senate and a Congress. Okay, the difference with the Roman and America is the democracy. Okay, because see, Roman is a polytheism religion, meaning they believe in multiple gods, and America is a religious theocracy country, and they believe in one God. Okay, it is what it is. See, so America is diverse in a lot of ways. You know, it is what it is. Okay. When is he never much greater word? Now let's go down to okay, now let's go down to verse 21. Matthew chapter 27, verse 21. The governor answered and said unto them, Whether of the twain will I release unto you? They said, Barabbas. Pilate said unto them, What shall I do then with which is called Yahweh Christ? They all said, Let him be crucified. And the governor said, Why? What evil has he done? Okay, and why did the governor ask him what evil has he done? Because he find no fault into Yahweh because he haven't violated any laws. Okay, now let's go over to the book of John. The book of John, chapter 18, verse 38. Pilate said unto him, What is the truth? And when he had said this, he went out again unto the Jews and said unto them, I find no fault in him, because despite of his claims, Yahweh Christ exercises constitutional rights. Okay? Now, Pontius Pilate is a Republican, and the Republicans is a rule of law. And by Christ following the law, Pontius Pilate had found no fault in him, despite of him claiming to be the Son of God. despite of him saying, this is not my kingdom, or my servants will fight. Despite of all the questioning, he exercised his constitutional rights. Okay, it is what it is. Verse 23, let's read that again. Matthew 27, verse 23. And the governor said, why, what evil have he done? But they cried out the more, saying, let him be crucified. When Pilate saw that he could not prevail nothing, but rather a tumult was made, he took water and washed his hands before the multitude. Now it says the multitude, they all, meaning that's a democracy, okay? Because democracy means the majority rule, all right? So they all say, that's talking about democracy, okay? When it says the crowd, it's talking about a gathering of people, okay? That's the majority, okay, of the people in the surrounding towns and villages, and the Pharisees and scribes, okay? It is what it is. And wash his hands before the multitude, saying, I am innocent of the blood of this just person. See to it. Then answered all the people and said, his blood be on us and our children. Then released he Barabbas unto them, and he had scourged Yahweh and delivered him to be crucified. Meaning that Pontius Pilate didn't have no choice but to have him crucified, because democracy was the law, okay? Because the majority ruled, so he had to follow that law, okay? It is what it is. That's why Christ was up on the cross, on the tree, when he said, forgive them, for they know not what they do, because they basically didn't understand that what you seen was two governmental systems. You had a religious governmental system, and you had two philosophical governance systems. Okay, one was a Republican rule of law, Pontius Pilate, and the second governance system was democracy, was the Pharisees, the scribes, and the whole crowd, and the people that was in the surrounding town and villages, and the people that was walking in and out. They all wanted him crucified. So basically, Yahweh died. Death was political. And the political governance system that killed Yahweh was democracy. Okay? The Romans didn't kill Yahweh. Democracy, that governance system, was killed Yahweh. You understand? Y'all have to basically be taught. You know what I'm saying? To like really grasp and understand what this political game is about, because it's all biblically related. You know, well, I got to get ready to go, get up out of here. Shalom. Peace.